Okay. Hello, I'm Maeve. So glad you're here. Let's start sitting comfortably. I realize I have to fix my hair too. I'm just not ready. Find a comfortable seated position and then we will get cracking. And you can use a block if you'd like. Take your arms out wide. Lift your heart. Reach your arms up, inhale. Elbows extend. Bend the elbows. And then right arm on top of left. Eagle or just come here. Inhale, open back out. Reach up. Exhale, wide. And then left on top of right. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, release your hands down. Come onto your hands and your knees, please. Inhale your right leg straight back. Keep your toes down to start. And then use the inseam of your leg, your inner right thigh, as the sort of initiator. And then lift the right leg up. And you're extending this leg back really strongly. Both arms are down. We're going to keep this position. Tuck the left toes. Keep this position. Initiate from that inner right thigh and three-legged dog. So the hips are not opening here. Right foot steps forward. Left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. And then elbows come forward, palms face your face. So elbows forward, palms toward your face. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bring the elbows together and then keep the hands apart. So it's hard to see, I know, when I'm sideways, but that's the deal. So elbows together, hands apart, lift the elbows up. Good. Release the hands down, straighten the front leg. I start probably 85% of my classes with some sort of a lunge followed by Anjaneyasana. And I just want to acknowledge that I know I do this. In case you're thinking, she starts like 85% of her classes like this. I am fully aware. Rebend the front leg, plant your hands. Take this right leg back. You're going to kick your left foot, that's your bottom foot, over to the right. Bring your right knee behind the left leg. Shift your hips back, and you are in Gomukhasana legs. Now, of course, make something up if this doesn't work, like some version of this. And then inhale, lift up. If it's okay, you'll come forward. It might be like a millimeter. It might be more. You might start to take your chest, your heart, toward your top knee. Now, the more you kick your feet out to the sides, the more you're going to get into your hips. We haven't done that much, so it doesn't need to be like super intense here. Let it feel good. We'll inhale to rise up. And then exhale, just kind of shift forward. Right leg comes back. Left leg comes back. You're in plank. Yeah, beautiful. A few breaths here. Use your knees if needed. Lower to your belly. Cobra. Inhale. Hands press down. Heart curls forward. Elbows hug in toward each other. The fronts of the shoulders lift and open. Tops of the feet press down. Really extend your legs long. Beautiful. Hands and knees. Reset. Your left foot's going to stay on the ground. You're just going to extend the leg back from the inner left leg, the inner thigh, the inseam of your pants or your shorts. I don't know any other way to say it, but hopefully that resonated. You're going to lift the leg up. I'm sure I could think of one more way, but I think I've covered it. And then you're gonna keep this. Tuck your right toes. Three-legged dog, and seam of that left leg lifts you up. Your hips are not rolling open, and I promise we will do that. We're just not doing it yet. And then left foot steps forward. Right knee down. Anjaneyasana, inhale. And then elbows come forward with your palms facing toward your face. Bring the elbows together, split the hands apart. Right hip is engaging, heart is lifting, elbows are lifting. Last inhale. You're going to straighten your front leg and shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Those of you that take my class all the time, I know you know this, but in case this happens to be your first class with me, this is not a passive pose. You're not just pushing into your leg and hoping that your hamstrings suddenly become flexible. You're pushing into your left heel. Even if you are very flexible, you're pushing into your left heel. You're activating the back of the leg. Nice, strong tone to the leg. It's like you're an active participant instead of it happening to you. So instead of like you forcing a hamstring stretch, you're like, I'm in this. I'm activating my muscles in this lengthened position. Shift forward. Hands come down. Take this left leg back. Kick your right foot, your bottom foot over to the left. Bring your left knee behind your right knee. And then shift back. Gamakasana legs. Good. Just kind of settle. You don't have to move, but if you want, inhale, lift up. And then maybe just shift a little bit forward with your heart coming toward your top knee. You can find support. You can use blocks here. Inhale, rise up. And then just shift forward. Extend the left leg back, the right leg back. We're in plank for a few breaths. And you've got two options here. You can lower all the way to the floor and go into cobra or up dog, or you can come halfway down to chaturanga dandasana and then come into up dog or cobra and downward facing dog. I mean, truth be told, if you came halfway down for chaturanga and to go into cobra, you would have had to lower to your belly. So that's just how it is. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look at your hands. Bring your feet to your hands at the end of your exhale. Halfway up, inhale. And you'll bow with your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Elbows wide, exhale. Right arm on top, left arm under, or forearms together if that's a better option for you. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga or the floor, or skip it. Your back bend of choice. Down dog, exhale. From the inseam of the right leg, reach the right leg back. Step your right foot forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Left arm on top, right arm under, or forearms together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands down, step to the top of your mat. Halfway, inhale. Bow deeply, exhale. Rise, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale halfway. Left foot steps back, exhale. Inhale, crescent. Elbows wide, exhale. Left arm on top, right arm under, or forearms together. Lift with your inhale. Exhale, hands down. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Elbows wide, exhale. Right arm on top, left arm under or forearms together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees. Look where you're going, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, Vinyasa. Or your path to down dog. As always, you can skip that. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees bend. Look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale, dog. Inhale, heels high. Stretch back, look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Right knee lifts up. Cross, maybe wrap. Right on top of left leg. Left arm on top of right, or just give yourself a hug or forearms together. You're an eagle. Hugging the arms gently into each other, hugging the legs gently into each other, and then stretching the fingers long. Unravel. Warrior 3, right leg stretches back, maybe arms overhead, maybe not. Inner right thigh lifting up. Bend your left knee. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, cross or your left leg, three-legged dog, in case there was a question there. That was bad on me. Left leg back, three-legged dog. Left leg comes over to the right. Extend the left leg. Ball and triangle. Good. Stay here, or take this left leg, wrap it over the right, and then maybe bend the knees a little bit, like you're an eagle. Right hand comes down. Wild thing. Left leg comes around. Left foot to the top of your mat. Skandasana into that left hip. Really nice work. Beautiful. You're going to pull from your right leg, from your right foot, to the back of your mat, side angle. Push your left heel away. Yeah. You're wrapping the chest open. Generous bend in the front leg, really strong left leg. Your back leg. Push into your right leg, your foot, rise up, square off your feet, Prasarita Padottanasana.
If you're comfortable in headstand, by all means, you have the time, you're welcome to straddle up. If you're pretty mobile, forward folding here, and you need some space, bring your feet a little closer together so that your spine has somewhere to go. If you feel like you're like jammed up on yourself, you can bring the feet a little closer together. Same time, if you feel like you're having a hard time lengthening out your spine, lengthening out your body, give yourself a broader stance, a wider stance. If you're in a headstand, straddle back down with care. Inhale, lengthen up. Heels in, toes open, arms. You're gonna take your arms to your inner thighs. It's got a nice little stretch here. Really nice. I like to move around a little bit here. You don't have to. You can be just where you are and just be there. Good. Shift into your right leg, so toward the back of your mat. You're not going to go into Skandasana, but it's kind of like that shape. Pick up your left toes so that they face the front of the mat. You're going to push down and half moon, lifting off. Got lucky, I had a wall here. Good, rise up to stand. Inhale, so you can soften that left knee to come around. And hands into your heart, exhale. Let's see if I screw this up. I usually say, let's see how I screw it up. But today I'm feeling like I need to be a little more positive. Let's see if I screw this up. Inhale, reach up. Left knee lifts up. Cross or wrap. Right arm on top, eagle. I'm gonna mess it up, actually. I don't know who I'm kidding. It's all right. I just hope that your memory's as bad as mine and you won't notice. We're gonna unravel this. Your inner left thigh is gonna guide you, warrior three. Bend your standing leg. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Your front leg, your right leg is going to sweep up and back for three-legged dog. And then your right knee is going to come to your left elbow. And then you're going to fall in triangle, this baby right here. And then this is perfect, as you know. You don't have to change it. But if you want, you're going to take this right leg and you'll cross it over the left, maybe wrap. Maybe bend the knees a little bit.
And into Wild Thing. So taking this right leg around. Right foot to the top of your mat, Skandasana. You're going to pull from your left heel. You're going to go to the back of your mat, push your right heel toward the front of your mat, side angle Parshva Konasana. Rise up, square your left toes. If it's okay, lace your hands behind your hips and then broaden your chest. I'm going to turn towards you for this. Open up, breath in, and then exhale, bowing forward, Prasarita. If you'd rather take headstand again, or you want to take it for the first time, that's wonderful. I like this version of the pose, and I'll tell you why. It requires you to use your legs a little more. Whereas when our hands come down to the ground, there's nothing wrong with it, but our arms support us, and we get this like this catch, right? Whereas when your hands are not on the floor, you really got to use your legs quite a bit. If you are in a headstand, come back down. And then lengthen up halfway, heels and toes open, and then bring your arms to your inner legs. And if you want, you'll move. If you want to be stationary, stable, still, you will. Good. And I'm going the wrong way, quote unquote, like wrong way, because that's the top of my mat, but I'm going to be opposite because I want to be able to face you. So you are going to shift off. You're going to turn your right toes like to the top of your mat, but this is going to be my top of mat. And you're going to push off half moon. We'll rise up with an inhale and draw your hands to your heart with your exhale. Enjoy a couple of breaths here. And we're going to flow with this. Everything you need. By the way, I did not screw it up. Everything you need, you know. Now I am going to screw it up because I got so cocky. Inhale, reach up, right leg lifts up. Cross, eagle, left arm on top. Warrior 3, inner right thigh, draws back. Bend the knee, crescent. Exhale, hands to the ground. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow. Fallen triangle or eagle legs. By the way, I might have screwed it up and you're laughing at me now if I actually did. Bring your right hand down and around. Wild thing. Left foot top of the mat. Skandasana. Yes. Pull from your right foot. Parsva Konasana. We're going to do a little change up here. You're going to rise up. We're going to come right into goddess and then reach out. Drop the torso. Come into half moon top of your mat. Left foot is your standing leg. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Left leg crosses or wraps. Right arm on top if you want. Inner left leg draws back. Warrior 3. Crescent lunge. Hands to the ground. Your front leg, your right leg sweeps up behind. Cross it over to the left, fallen triangle or eagle legs in Vashisthasana. And then open wild thing. Right foot to the top of your mat. Skandasana. Go to the back of your mat. Parsva Konasana. Come through goddess in the center. You can drop the spine. Push off, take off. Half moon. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Beautiful. Chair, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Open up the hips, bend the knee if you'd like. Maybe lower onto your left forearm. And then if it's okay, slide your right hand back in line with your left elbow. Put your right knee on your tricep, and then maybe this left leg starts to get like a little lightness to it. Good. Bring the foot down, take the right hand forward, three-legged dog. Right foot comes forward, left knee comes down. Straighten your front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Well done. Stay here or start to move the foot any amount forward. Any amount forward. Now your back leg, inner thigh lifts up. If you extended the front leg, carefully draw back, bend the front knee, tuck the back toes, left knee to right calf, Jiva squat. Slide the knee down, sit down, gentle twist. Nice work. Okay, so I'm just going to turn to face you. You don't need to change anything. I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see this little transition here. I'm going to start to kick my left foot a little more over to the right. I'm going to slide this right knee on top, and we're back in Gomukhasana. And it might not be that slick, like I need to move around a little bit to get here. Beautiful. These arms might never, ever work on your body, and I don't want it to be a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be a thing. If it's okay, the left arm can come up. You can just be here. If you want, your right hand can come behind. They don't have to come together. It doesn't have to be a thing, right? You could just be here. They might come together. You could use a strap between your hands. I'm actually going to stay here today. So you're going to pick the one that's like the best option. You don't have to do any of that. You can just be here. Inhale, rise up. Reach the arms up. You're going to shift into your hips, like back onto like your sitting bones. You're going to take this right leg. You're going to lift it up. You're going to shift your left shin forward and a little wider. You're going to bring your right leg back and pigeon. You're not here for very long. Connect to the ground, root down, give some energy down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your right toes. Three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Open up the hip if it feels nice. If you want, lower down onto your right forearm. You don't have to do any of this. If you want, you're going to slide your left hand in line with your right elbow. You're going to bring your left knee onto your left tricep. And then maybe start to lift up that right leg. Oh, it's like a lot of work for me today, I got to be honest with you. Oh, and then reset yourself. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left foot comes forward. Right knee down. Ardha Hanumanasana, or start to extend the leg any amount. Inner right thigh lifts up a little bit if you can. Remember, like what you give down, you get back. What you give down into your foundation, you get back. You get back as energy. If you have extended the leg, you're going to draw it back carefully. Rebend the front leg. Tuck the back toes. Your right knee is going to come to your left calf. Jiva squat. Good. And then you're going to glide this right knee down, and we're going to sit, and you're just going to gently twist to your left. And then we're going to be really careful in how we make this transition, so it might feel different on your body than mine, and you just take care of yourself. It's always what you're doing. You're just taking care of yourself. So I'm going to start to kick my right foot a little more out to the left. I'm going to slide my left knee across. And hopefully you know this, but like if this pose just doesn't work, you just figure something else out that's either similar or maybe it's totally different. Your right arm is going to come up if you want. And then maybe the left arm comes behind your back. Maybe the hands come together. And then maybe you tip forward. If your hands are together, you're gently pulling them apart. So you're keeping the connection, but you're energetically gently pulling them away from each other. Inhale, rise up if you're forward. Good. I'm going to shift back onto my sitting bones, a little more onto my tailbone. Left leg's going to come back, right knee. I'm going to move mine across, but you're going to find where you're comfortable, and we are in pigeon. Your inner left thigh is lifting gently upward. Whatever you give down, you receive back. Good. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Then you're gonna take the right leg up and back, and you'll just place your foot down when you're ready. And then knees down. Okay. So we're gonna take that arm balance I was attempting, and we're gonna make it a lot easier because I need it. You probably don't need it, but I need it. So it is like this. The shoulder, when it's on a block and you trust your block and it's in the right spot, it's much, much, much easier to get that leg up. You don't have to go up. You can just work on the foundation of it. And I want you to know that it's not for nothing to work all those setups, because they really do pay off. So you can also just do dolphin here if you like, or something else, an inversion if you want. So I'm gonna have my right hand behind my block, and I'm gonna bring my shoulder down like this. And then my left elbow is gonna line up, like when I say line up, I mean across this way. It's gonna line up to the block. And then I'm gonna tuck my toes. My right knee is gonna come onto my right tricep. Oh my goodness, it's just so much easier. And then my left leg is gonna come up. I'm pulling my right toes up as well. And then the left leg comes down with control. And then right knee down. And then we'll switch sides. So it's the same setup. This block is going to support my shoulder. So the block is acting like almost like musculature. It's really giving you a lot of support in here. And I think you'd be surprised at how much it actually really does help you to find this. And it takes a few times of practice just to like trust it and believe that it will actually work. And then your right arm is going to line the elbow to the block. And this is all like rough. You can like tweak it to your body proportions, but that's like a pretty good place to start. I'm going to bring my shoulder down so I know that I'm stable and set. I'm going to lift up, hug the left elbow in, left knee comes onto the tricep, and then my right leg is lifting. When you're ready, right foot down, lift off, child's pose. Well done. And I have a feeling that you might want a second shot at it. If you do, if you're watching this back, you can just pause. If you're not watching it back, you're here with me, you can just do it really quickly right now. All right, and then find a block if you have one. If you don't worry, you're fine. I'm gonna put the block between my inner thighs. This inner thigh work of like drawing back, so like if you could imagine that there's someone standing behind me and drawing my inner thighs back like this, that's what I want. I want that sensation. So you have the block here. It's almost like you're trying to like pull the block back behind you. And then inhale, lift your heart. And then maybe stay here. Maybe your hands at your hips. Maybe your hands at your hamstrings or your calves. Or maybe to your heels. Ustrasana, use your feet. Really nice. This doesn't have to be super deep. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the block. And child's pose yet again. And then we're going to come around to sitting. If you're not comfortable sitting, lie down, please. Let your hands rest if you're sitting on your thighs. If you're lying down, wherever you want to put your arms is wonderful. Allow your eyes to soften. Allow your breath to soften. And I think this step that I'm about to say is really important. I want you to internally acknowledge to yourself that you've done enough in your practice today. Enough that you can be still and receive it without feeling like you should have done something more. Notice what and how you feel. Stay here as long as you want. If you're ready, find your way to sitting if you're not yet there. And bring your hands into prayer at your heart. And honoring yourself, bow your mind to your heart. Rise up. Allow your eyes to blink open gently. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Have a beautiful day.